Ed Rose here, the Art of Hitting channel. We welcome you back. I hope you enjoy what we have to present. From the fields of Florida to championships across the nation, this is more than the story of a great hitter. It's the story of a great friendship. Two men who shared a lifetime in softball, brothers in the game bound by respect. This is the story of Dave Reed, presented by the Art of Hitting Club. I suggested he try the overlap grip, something a few of us were experimenting with. It's rare for a great player to take advice from a peer, but Dave respected me enough to give it a try. And once he did, he made it his own. From there, he took off. Dave worked relentlessly, training harder than anyone, even winning national titles in weightlifting. He built his strength, refined his swing, and turned himself into one of the most feared home run hitters in senior softball. He didn't just hit home runs, he led teams, inspired others, and set a standard for excellence. Over time, the lineup flipped. Now I was hitting behind Dave, and that was just fine, because when they walked the home run hitter, another one was standing right behind him. Together, we became one of the most dangerous combinations the senior game had ever seen, right up there with Don Clatterbough and Andy Zitney, another legendary duo that defined what teamwork and power truly looked like. It was that same chemistry, mutual trust, respect, and the drive to win that made us unstoppable. From the mid-2000s through the early 2010s, our numbers told the story. Over an 8-year stretch with Rose Enterprises and Hollis, our combined tournament stats were something special. Dave played 412 games with 1,649 at-bats, 1,304 hits, and 462 home runs, a 791 average, and a 1.525 slugging percentage. I played 408 games with 1,635 at-bats, 1,234 hits, and 234 home runs, a 755 average, and a 1.269 slugging. That's sustained excellence over nearly a decade.
The key thing that you would say to a gentleman out there or a lady out there watching this hitting video about how do you become a better hitter? What's the most important thing to hit the ball?
Becoming a better hitter comes with three or four different things. First of all, it's practice, it's consistency, it's pitch selection, and being patient. And I've been reading a lot of articles, and most of us are starting to find out that if you've done your outside work, it becomes pitch selection. Pitch selection is the key. If you've done everything else that you need to do, you're in physical condition, you hit the ball out, you take a lot of BP, then that means you're ready. It's a matter of pitch selection, not letting other things get involved, and you got to pitch the pitch you know you can hit. That's what I'm beginning to find out. And when I'm more patient and I use the right pitch selection, I seem to have
one performance I'll never forget was Las Vegas 2012. That year we played on both the Hollis 60s and Rose Enterprises 65s team. We won the 60s division and finished runner-up in 65S. But the real story was what happened at the plate. In the 60s, I went 22 for 23 with 8 home runs, and Dave went 21 for 24 with 6. Then, in the 65s, Dave went 34 for 35 with 14 home runs, and I added 30 for 33 with 6 more. Together, we combined for 107 hits and 115 at-bats, a collective 930 average with 34 home runs. That's dominance in its purest form.
Let's get back in this thing. Let's go.
Hey, just relax.
I'm not going to do it with the gloves the way it looks. This is what story's looking made up for. There you go, baby. Yeah.
For the first 8 years, we tracked everything: hits, home runs, and averages. But for the last 10, we stopped keeping stats. We didn't need numbers anymore because all that mattered was winning, and when we did. When people talk about the greatest players in senior softball, Dave Reed is always part of that conversation. He's a player who combined incredible strength with humility and class, and I'm proud to say I've shared this journey with him as a friend, as a teammate, and as a brother.
Because let's talk with the guys coming into the 50s. Right. How about that? Would that be cleaner?
Sure.
Okay, because the young guys ain't gonna listen anyhow to the old guy, right?
Right.
All right. You're 50, so you'll listen. Go ahead.
Well, there was
some of the things that I say to them, they're not going to listen anyway, because the two things that you need to do, for me, now this is me talking because I did it, is get in the weight room, get your body in shape, get stronger, not necessarily bigger, but stronger. Then get out on the practice field and put it into play. We back then, I was hitting, 300 balls a week, taking 100 grounders, so I could pitch, so I didn't get killed. That was one of the main reasons for that, because the big boys could, they can pop.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But those two things probably has made my game so much better.
Yeah.
The strength. I'm 77 years old. I still do a 350-pound deadlift.
That's impressive.
So, yeah, it's #1 ranked in the world in my weight class. So
We're going to get into that. Okay, so the last question. How important is teamwork and sportsmanship in your view?
Dave Reed and Ed Rose, a force in senior softball for more than 15 years, bound by 57 years of friendship, respect, and love for the game. Two teammates, one legacy, built on trust, power, and a bond that still stands strong today.
in the 60 division. They're going to be close. If the younger group could see the players that were on the field today in the 60s, they would never believe how great a physical shape they're in, how well they can run, how well they can hit, and how hard they play and the effort they put into the game.
Dave, it's been a great pleasure being your teammate and your friend. I'll always cherish the years we've shared, the road trips, the championships, and the laughter along the way. You've come a long way in your softball journey, from those early days to reaching the very top of the game over these last 20 years. You've earned every honor that's come your way, being inducted into the National Senior Softball Hall of Fame, the Florida Half Century Hall of Fame, and the Florida Legends Hall of Fame. Each one of those represents years of dedication, hard work, and heart, the kind of player and the kind of person that defines what this game is all about. Be proud of what you've accomplished, my friend. Keep swinging, keep smiling, and keep lifting those weights. You've earned every bit of it. Your buddy, Ed.